And they can tell me everything.
Then they can tell me like, Mom, this is I got a letter today from somebody, blah blah. Let's read it out.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that boy who's...
Did your parents even know your password?
No, what?
No.
Are you even meant to have a boyfriend?
Are you even meant to have a boyfriend?
You're meant to have a boyfriend after uni.
Even in uni, you cannot even tell your parents that you have a boyfriend. They just guess from whatever they are.
Yeah.
Okay, that is with us.
They start guessing and then I think, but then
Who are you? Amanda. Who are you? Amanda.
oh,
I've got a boyfriend.
yeah.
And they tell themselves, they will not even tell you. Like literally, it was kind of a taboo nonsense.
And even if now you want to get married, it's
Tell
like
your
why
mom.
you have to tell your auntie
To tell your mom.
But no, yeah.
Like, why should I not tell my mom directly? Like, no.
Because the society many
Hi guys! Welcome to the Infinite Chatter podcast with Ed
and with Faith. This is where we learn,
Yep.
engage,
and have fun.
We missed you guys.
Oh, that was a sad part. We miss you guys.
That means
yeah.
we really did.
We really did.
We really did miss you.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you guys are doing well, wherever
Yeah.
places that you are.
Mm-hmm.
You are keeping safe. For
Yeah.
those people who are here,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting
It's
cold.
getting not cold.
No, so we are inside the house, so it's
Okay,
warm.
yeah, it's warm, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. But I'm still cold, so.
Episode number 11.
Episode number 11, so.
Today,
Today
we're
what
going
are
to
we
talk
talking
about,
about?
something we thought it's good to share
Yeah.
and for us to create a safe space to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to talk about the struggles
The struggles
we had
we
growing
had
up.
growing up. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
And it could have affected you now or not.
Or maybe it's still affecting you.
Yeah, or you fought it now.
Yeah, sure. Or you fought it, or maybe you're still in the process of
Or,
fighting those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you've outgrown it. So we'd like
It could
to...
be trauma, it could be a habit, it could be like a lifestyle. Yeah, anything major that you see that it's something that you picked up from
growing up as a child.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, okay. So what do you think you're struggling with?
I think my main concern is dependency.
Yeah, dependency.
Like I'm a whole grown-up woman and I'm still struggling with being
Like,
independent.
Being independent, yeah.
Like I got used to having to be validated or having to be made decisions for. Like I grew up depending so much on my
And
parents
your parents.
or my siblings.
Or your siblings. Yeah, she's
That's-
a lasty.
I think that's a last word chronicle.
It's a last word chronicle.
Yeah, and it's now when I'm alone
Uh-huh.
on this other side.
Yep.
Like by the time I'm saying yes to something,
Yeah.
it's ages or I've had to like think so much about it,
Yeah, sure.
which is I still struggle with that,
I still struggle with that.
and I'm hoping I really don't want to keep it for long because
It's a work on progress anyway. Don't
it
beat
is.
yourself for that.
Yeah.
So I think with me with dependency, I think I've grown up being so much independent that at some point I feel like I'm wronging my parents or my sister for not telling them,
For
like,
not
asking them for opinion to do something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I make a decision about something in my life and later I'm being told, why did you do that?
Why did
And
you
I'm
not
like-
tell us?
And I'm like, I'm a grown up, I'm used to doing things by myself. Then later on, I go back and I'm like, I think that was rude.
But you know what?
I feel like it's, at some point I've felt like it's rude. At some point I've learned to not beat myself for not maybe asking or maybe consulting. I'll be like, I think I'll recognize that next time when I want to make a decision.
I think being an adult, it's a beautiful trait.
It's a beautiful trait
to be independent.
But no, at times you feel like you just need
But
to.
you are grown up.
Yeah, for sure. You're
So
a
it's
grown
good.
up, but at the
You
same
can
time.
imagine someone who is a mother and has to wait to be told something.
Of course, it's
Or
not on
grown
all
up
aspects.
woman.
It's not in every aspect for sure, girl. Oh no, there's some things I'm so much dependent on. Like literally, like maybe doing my own shopping when I was in campus, or maybe like getting money for like I would find myself just hustling around.
Did you ever hustle when
Oh my
you
god.
god.
Yeah, I hustled.
You
I
see?
did,
You see?
like guys, I did every kind of jobs available. I remember I used nilikuwa napaka watu cutex. Hadi tunaambiwa si ati tunapaka gel, hata hatuna machine gel, hata hatujui machine gel inafanana aje. Like literally, and I remember my parents ganging up on me with my elder sister telling me that
That's
now
wrong.
that no,
That's
good. No, it's not that it's wrong, yes, but they're telling me now that mama utaki kuja nyumbani juu lecturers wako on strike,
Yeah.
and you're saying that you're doing business, now fund yourself. And I was like, what?
You see, those people
Guys,
like me,
like
we
I was
are
told to fund myself.
entirely dependent.
So
on
I
my
was told to
parents
fund
to do
myself.
everything.
Literally, I was told to fund myself just because I said no to going home, because I felt like what am I going to do at home?
That was good. If my mom, you are my mother's child, she
Ah.
would be so happy because she's like, at least we are anajituma.
So with me, I think it was the opposite, because like I've been raised by like career parents. So like if they hear like you're doing business, which kind of business? You're a student, should be studying
You
first.
should be in
First
class.
of all, you're in civil.
That's what I went through. Like, it's just school and that's it.
You see, like with me, it wasn't that, because I was always curious. I think I
But
started becoming.
that's not your parents' fault. That's just you.
That's just me. But the thing of now the dependency part, is because I built that core within me that this is not enough. I shouldn't be asking for like everything, validation to anything that I want, and I shouldn't be asking for validation on the kind of skills that I learned from my friends or the people around me to make money.
Yeah.
That's I thought it was a plus until I was told to fund myself, and I was like, oh,
Okay. Slow down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway, guys, do you struggle with dependency?
Well, I think that dependency is. It's good to let your children be independent. It's good to allow them make decisions. Sometimes they can make the wrong ones, but at least they will learn from it.
They will learn from it,
and it will help them when they're all grown. I think if my mom would hear this, they'd be like, are you sure you could make any decision?
And you're like, now, yeah,
I would.
You could. I believe so. I believe in what you're saying for sure. You should be allowed to make decisions, to just go out and do something, whatever it is that you think that it's good. Go out and explore, but of course, like make it an open space to your children, or maybe to your friends or your guardians, that you can tell me whatever it is that you want to do, so that it can't be like freedom of doing things that is gonna mess up with your life again. So what is the other thing that you think, like, okay, the other thing that I think I'm struggling with? Okay, with me, I think it's trust.
Like, till now,
I think before I trust you, you gotta.
Did you used to trust easily?
Yeah. I used to trust easily. I used to trust easily, and I
do you still do?
It depends with who. I think with my friends. But when it comes to relationship, I take time to trust. I take time to trust. I think I have to cultivate that friendship first before I even say that I'm trusting you, because you could be telling me something and I'm just laughing.
I think for me, it's the other way around. I grew up taking a while before I trusted someone. And it's I've stood on business till now. Like, by the time me and you are like, free and stuff, it has taken so much. Like, I've taken my moments to really think about it.
Allow someone into your space.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
We could be talking like hi, good,
for sure, and I can attest to that. Before we became friends, guys,
Took a while.
It took a while. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with this girl?
Yeah.
It took a while before we became friends. Yeah. So with trust, I think that's something right now. It's something that it's a work on progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a work on progress because like before I let someone into my space, like learning your boundaries. So I'm tending to love more on myself and protect myself before I allow someone
to come in.
Yeah. So
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
that is the problem
But
of being a social butterfly for
but
sure.
you know, also trust doesn't really have a formula because
I
most
know.
of the time
Yeah.
unajipatanga tu
Unajipata tu like umeanza tu
kuambia mtu so much.
Ama unajipata tu unaanza kuita mtu best yako and it's not even a week since you knew them.
Like it really doesn't have a formula.
It doesn't have a formula.
But it also depends on how you grew up.
Or how you just met with that person. Yeah, sure.
Or how you vibe.
You vibed with that person. So
yeah.
That's one thing that I'm still I'm working on it. So and I love how I take time before I let people in. I think it has made my relationship with myself and the people around me very healthy.
Another thing.
This
one I actually thought about it now.
Yeah.
One thing that I still struggle with, that I know for sure, I picked it from my childhood, is the fact that I'm so closed up. I think my parents never allowed us to be outside there so much.
Yeah.
And we were not even allowed to really mingle with other children
in
the
neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you were the disciplined one, yeah?
Yes, we were just meant to be, if you're going to church,
after church,
home.
Come back home.
Yeah, if it is school,
home. Like even shopping, they used to shop for you, right?
Yes. I had the strict parents.
You're the strictest. I think we are the same, but the thing is that I'm the opposite of you. You are the disciplined one. With me, I'm a social butterfly.
So you are going out.
What wanafanya nini huko nje? I would break a rule first so that later I'll come and explain. So
I used to just listen. Mama said it's school and home.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's what you're doing.
That's what you do. I think with me,
and for
I used
now,
to do that.
I think it's catching up with me as an adult because
oh my god, she's struggling with that social life.
When already people are too many in a place, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? How are we even going to make a conversation? It takes time before I get even free with them.
Yeah.
Nitanyamaza, nita-shy off.
Or you just get up, take your phone, and all of a sudden you're just in my ear. Literally.
My mother. My mom was like, girl, it's books.
Yeah.
In home.
Nothing else. No social life, no hanging out, no making friends, nothing.
I think even my cousins can attest to
this, yeah?
Because they barely saw us outside.
Okay.
Unless there was a function.
Oh my god.
And even if we're in a function, by a certain time, my mom is already... Come, it's time to go home.
Your parents and my parents are the same. I would say they're really the same. But with me, I would take advantage of maybe because I used to, my high school was far away, so I would lie that natoka Tinderet na natoka Kapsabet. So that's a bit far from home. Like you get home, then you go another 1 hour again to get to that place. So I would say that I'm from the other 1 hour away from home, so that I can get enough time to hang out, to just hang out around town, know the town, how it like. I was so curious because I was not raised in a home where like your mom would take you to shop to go shop together, or maybe you could be sent to shop, but your elder sister is like she's accustomed to go to what? Go shop and go back home. Nowhere else you should go.
I think I was taken for shopping till I think Form 4.
I think with me, with the aggressive, I
don't even remember when I was alone in the supermarket.
You don't?
I don't think so. God. I think when I was now in uni, that's when I started like going to buy stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Well, I would buy for myself,
but the kind that you were visited also in uni by your parents?
No, they never came. But they were following up on everything.
Okay.
On academics, on
Like
Even if
lie.
you go, you're not meant to go home every other time. They would question
They
you.
would question you, yeah.
Excuse me, are you not on session?
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, did it help? Yeah, it kind of did.
At times, I would say that there is the good and the bad of that.
Yeah.
There's the good and the bad of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You see, now it affects me now.
It affects you now because
I'm too closed down.
you're too closed up.
And not because it's anyone's fault.
It's not
but it's because I just got used to playing with myself, being with myself.
Being with yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I'm fine. Like sometimes I could be in the house by myself all day and someone would be thinking, oh, I think Faith is depressed or she's going through it. But I'm
it's
okay.
basically okay. You can ring her and she's like,
Nimekuwa tu.
niko kwa
That's
nyumba.
okay.
Like literally the whole day. I'm like, yeah, the whole day.
The whole day.
Okay.
Wake up, breakfast, watch a movie, go back to bed.
A minute hour, sure. So with me, I would say also my parents.
So you fought it to
I fought it to be outside.
You fought it to be a social
like
butterfly.
a social butterfly because it was in me. I remember being called a car battery. Like any visitor would come, I would want to go with them. Literally, I would want to go with any other person that comes home because there's the only time I'll get out of my parents' house is maybe I've been sent to the shop. And my mom would even time she would say that I know you should be back by this time.
Yeah.
She was literally
it
so
takes
strict.
about 20 minutes.
20 minutes to
max.
get there and come back. Yeah. Go to church after church. There's always the youths should meet up. Oh my God, we never.
I don't think I never remained for those things.
Never. Imagine my brother is now enjoying that.
Time.
Is it because of gender or what?
I think they're also strict to girls.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like challenging parents.
Oh my God.
Let's talk on their behalf.
It's not only
I think
challenging. Let's just
most
say
parents.
Yeah, most
yes.
parents. Yeah.
They're more strict to their female children
than male.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I miss those things. I remember going to campus and being called the first day I was being called almost every evening, being asked whether I got to the hostel. And you know what I did in my first semester? I started selling some sodas. Graduation, first year, first semester, I made my first 5,000.
Wow, you are really.
I was like, how
I don't
much?
want to say I'm goal-oriented.
Okay.
Whatever.
But I used to do it in fear.
Self-motivated.
I used to do it in fear because I didn't want my parents to know because it could.
You just wanted money.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how does it feel being a business person.
You wanted more money and more money.
Yeah, more money and more money.
Not as you will be like, remember raise up pocket money.
Oh my God, my dad was not that kind because I knew my dad was, hey, if you are raised by a parent who would calculate everything, hey, my dad.
Calculate if you send
3,000, this is going to last you for a certain period of time. And with me, I'm like, I cannot just stay in campus. There is still more to explore. I cannot have that money from my parents. I know my situation. And I'm the second born, so,
But that's good anyway.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
I love it because at least you guys saw the world earlier, got prepared for stuff.
I think that is me because that's not something that my parents knew until later on when I finished my campus.
What did they say after?
Not even after. They knew in the second year when they told me.
What did they say when they knew you?
When they knew I was
you were a hustler.
They still fought it. We fought
most parents really don't want you to be out there.
Out
while
there,
still in school.
Still in school. They feel like you've lost focus or something.
But sometimes they understand
and
notice that maybe I don't give enough and it's not my fault.
It's not my fault. Yeah, sure. I even remember encouraging myself to go out there, do business and cover some bills, my mom's bills, so that I can lure her. I can lure her to be on my side because I could create meetings at our home every day, and I'm always the one bringing people together to just come and talk to a dinner, or maybe there's an issue. Literally.
Oh, that's good anyway. You were very bold.
I was so bold. Yeah, that's one thing I know about myself. Yeah, I'm bold.
Yeah. That's of course. Of course. Of course, you can see that.
The other thing that you think we struggle. We've shared that we struggle.
I think another thing that I struggle with is like not telling my parents things that they are meant to know. Like I could be going through something, but it's good enough when I'm holding in.
I think we're still struggling with that.
Like I struggle with kuna tu vitu mzazi anafaa ajue, or maybe you're going through something, but you don't say. Like I struggle with those people who are just closed up.
They just closed up.
Yeah, even a teacher could have harassed me at school. Mtanyamaza tu, like sitasema.
So in short, hata saizi kuna vitu tu like that's going on in your life, and
your parents really don't know much.
They don't know. Let's not even say the parents alone, guys. Even your eldest siblings, they don't even know what.
They don't know much. They don't know what. Sometimes I could be going through a lot here, but nobody. When knows. They call them,
oh hi,
I'm doing well, I'm okay.
Oh, cheering.
Yeah, and my tears are like whoops. But which is bad.
You always a cry baby, so you always do a voice call or what? Because if they see you crying,
sometimes I could even lie why I'm crying. I could lie when I'm homesick, and sometimes, and of course they wouldn't know. And that for me, it's maybe I'm in a stressful situation.
Guys,
I feel like it will be worse.
It will be worse
because they will be now stressed.
Yeah, sure.
And they want to involve.
And you're away.
And I'm away.
You're away from them.
And they can't really help.
Yeah, sure.
And they want to now involve my cousins, and now maybe my cousins don't even know.
Yeah, it should be a big deal.
And now it becomes a big deal, and I don't want that.
I get you.
So most of the time,
you're closed up. But I think with you, you're closed up with family, but at least you have some even close friends. Even us, before we get to know anything, you're always like,
yeah, nisazele.
But then you made your trick.
Like nisazele kabisa nimeona. I need help. I need help for sure. Sasa zingine tunakonga, what's up? Mtakuta tu. Which is
lakini unakonga avoidant. I've learned a pattern.
And it's not like I pick up side. I've always been avoidant.
Okay.
Like I'm
but you become too much avoidant. I think it's because we are so close recently than kitambo that whenever we chat or maybe we communicate, you take ages to respond. Or maybe we've planned to meet up. You don't even call to tell me that I'm sorry I didn't show up. Like you just
especially when I'm just slide in my worst moments.
Guys, yeah.
It's so hard for me to just say I'm sorry, I will inconvenience you. I just shut up and disappear and go.
Yeah. I remember those.
But I love to share everything that is positive about me. My parents know everything positive. But the negative ones?
No. But I think it's also good to filter out what you tell your parents and maybe your siblings, because I'd rather tell it to my closest friend than tell it to my parents first.
So I fear for them because my parents are not really young now.
Yeah, sure.
Considering I'm the last born.
Yeah.
They're not young parents.
Yeah.
So I always think for them that if they know I am going through something, they would be more worried.
More worried than even you.
Than me.
Yeah, sure.
So it's fair enough.
Creating another pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially my father. Acha tu asijue.
Okay. By the way, for sure, I'm in support of that. Acha tu asijue juu. At the end of the day, you're stressing them much more. Like, literally, no.
Not unless it is something that inabidi kabisa wazazi wajue.
Yeah.
That of course that you can share. Yeah. But that when maybe a friend can help.
Or
you can be able to pick yourself.
From that shit. Yeah, for sure. I think it's something you just have to work on it by yourself first. Or maybe like share it with a friend. Even by the time I'm sharing it to my siblings, I think it's when it's a story. And even tell them as a story of somebody else. Yes, like inakwanga then you feel like au kuchukulia vibaya ilikuwa mimi. Inakwanga imepita. Yeah, sure. Okay. Another thing that I think I'm still maybe
Outgrowing?
I'm outgrowing it.
Yeah.
It's speaking up.
Ah.
I used to feel like people are gonna judge me when I speak up because remember the thing that we always say that I'm always blunt?
Yes.
I've owned it, I think, when I came here.
But I've known you to be bold.
Yeah,
What
I've
do you
been
mean
bold.
you
I've
had
been
issues
bold.
speaking up?
I had issues speaking up with like maybe something about like
Kujitetea ama
kujitetea, mi najitetea, mi siwezi shindwa.
hiyo kukua not speaking up is
like not speaking up in terms of maybe what I feel. Maybe
like
what I
being
feel.
vulnerable.
Yeah, being vulnerable to
and
someone
communicating
and
your
communicating
feelings.
my feelings because I've grown to be that kind of friend that is always a shoulder to lean on, listening to people's stories, being people's story banks. Like
you are the listener more.
Yeah, I listen more, but I'm like
for you,
me to just break down and I feel like a power in maybe I'm losing it.
I get what
and
you're
someone
saying.
is dependent on me.
Yeah.
Someone is feeling like Sasa Edwina may break down. Who is gonna help me? Like who is going to listen to me? So like
you don't want to allow yourself
to be listened to and being helped at times because oh my god, there's sometimes
I think you got used to being the one that helps.
Yeah, being the one that helps,
or
being the one
who's the shoulder.
to give the solution, being the one that bring people together. People fight. I'm always the one, the mediator in between. Like, but when it comes to something that has broken me,
it's hard for you.
It's hard for me to open up and like and tell. Like, you know that.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like you are that child who was always there and could speak up. But when it's your issue.
But when it's my issue, people realize it later. I remember there was a time I was so sick. And when I was rushed to the hospital, that was in campus. When I was rushed to the hospital, my roommate is being asked, did you want your roommate to die?
You did not
we
say
were just laughing. We've been laughing with her.
Were you battling it inside?
Yeah.
That's bad manners.
I was dead. It's bad manners.
Don't stay with it.
I'll never do something like that.
Don't.
Because I remember coming home and she punished me. Like, literally, what is wrong?
Please.
No.
You don't understand.
Like, yeah, I was like, God.
But I think
give me that grace to look at myself as a human being who should be listened to.
Yeah.
Because,
and you have feelings.
And I have feelings. Not being like I used to get that masculine muscle in me and be like, I can do this. I can do this.
Unavaa sura ya mwanaume unamwambia kaa mbaya. No. Alafu daddy, please.
And you have to break down at times. There are days that you have to break down and
allow
be like,
yourself.
I think I need help.
Allow yourself to feel through it.
To feel through it and
the moments. Unaweza ukikaza sana.
I will not allow you to come meet me at my lowest. You see? I would want
you want us to see you on the other side.
Yeah, I want to come and tell you. You see, once it has happened.
Unakuza story.
Yeah. And you know that.
Yeah. Bad man.
Like guys, so it's a work on progress. But I think I'm working on it.
Please. The earlier the better.
I'm working
before you have kids. And now they can't see you
part.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part.
Because you will have kids.
Yeah, I'll have kids.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And now you want
I'll have a husband and I'll be like, God.
It will collapse inside.
Hey, the struggles of life. Yeah, what's the other thing you think?
I think the other thing that I mentioned before was decision making.
Yeah.
Like getting used to being made decisions for like when unaambiwa tufanye hivi
na unakubali
na wewe uko tu sawa.
Not being opinionated as the way you've seen people here in Australia are so much opinionated.
Yeah, even here in Australia, very young kids are very opinionated.
They know what they want,
Yeah.
and they would say no to their bosses.
And I feel like African parents
who
went wrong on that
Actually,
because
were
they
told to
shut
bow
down
down.
their children.
or told to bow down to authority, however much wrong it is.
Yeah.
Or bow down to others, however much you feel like this person is not doing right.
And
Yeah.
if we are gonna be those African parents, yes,
no.
but that traits that
That's it that you have to
No,
actually
bye-bye.
to shape them all.
we don't want them.
We don't want them. We don't
Yeah.
want them.
So that at least if your kid is opinionated,
Yeah.
it's good
It's
because
good.
they can speak for
They can
themselves.
speak for themselves. They can make decisions for
And they
themselves.
can give an
and they
opinion
give
on
an opinion
something.
Yeah.
Because us growing up, you never had any
You
opinion.
never had any
Even in
opinion.
your own room,
Yeah.
you couldn't even say I want my bed
Like
this
way.
way.
This way. Why?
Unakuta tu vile kitanda iko, that's how it's meant to be.
Utaambiwa nimesema lala.
Unaambiwa it's time to sleep.
It's time to
Whether
sleep.
you are sleepy, whether
Or
you are not,
like literally.
go.
Yeah.
Or you have visitors.
Mhm.
You're not allowed to stay with them,
You're not allowed to stay with visitors. You're not allowed to even like
chat with them.
chat with them, or maybe
Whose visitors are they?
for sure.
No. Allow your
And they would frame some situations like, oh, go shower first.
yes.
Like, why are we putting?
Why are we showering? I was okay.
I was okay. I was so happy.
Yeah. It's just a matter of saying hi and talking.
And talking it out.
Yeah.
And, like, oh,
You
that thing with
It
decision
ends
making,
up-
I think it affects us.
Yeah,
as
and it
Africans.
affects-
Yeah.
it affects people's self-esteem
Sure.
because some people now
Mm.
still quiet and now afraid
They're
of their
afraid
parents.
of their parents. There are things for sure, we're still victims. There are things we cannot even say.
Yeah.
Kuna vitu tu takati like no.
And I also don't want to take that to my
To
motherhood.
my same.
That
I'm
when
like
I get there, I want to be my children's friend.
sure
That they can tell me everything.
that they can tell me like, Mom, this.
Mhm.
I got a letter today from somebody. Blah
Yeah.
blah.
Let's
Let's read it
talk
out.
about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that boy who's
Did your parents even know your first boyfriend?
no. What?
No.
Are you even meant to have a
Are you
boyfriend?
even meant to have a boyfriend?
No. You're meant to have a boyfriend after uni.
No. Even in uni, you cannot even tell your parents that you have a boyfriend. They just guess from wherever they are.
Yeah.
Okay, that is with us.
They start guessing
Yeah.
and then they're like, I think
Mm.
we can. She's
Who
seeing
you?
someone.
Who you? Amanza. Akona boyfriend crazy.
Yeah.
And they'll tell themselves, they will not even tell you. Like literally, it was kind of a taboo, not something to talk
And
about.
even if now you want to get married,
Married.
later,
It's a
tell me
struggle.
why you have to tell your auntie.
Auntie to tell
To
your
tell
mom.
Mbona usiambie?
Like, why should I not tell my mom directly? Like, Mom,
Because the society
I've got
made it
someone.
like that.
made it like you shouldn't do this.
Yeah,
So
the
this is
information
way
that doesn't go directly
to your
the
parents.
What's that? What's that?
Wow, what's
It
that?
ends inaenda kukua trauma.
In a quote, yeah, sure.
It ends up being trauma and
yeah.
But anyway,
But I think
it's also some level of
it's
respect.
a level of respect, and also it's being, I think it's being rolled out
Yeah.
with time. So
It's
yeah,
washing away.
It's washing away. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
What's the other thing that
Mm.
that I think we're still struggling with?
Well, some people, now
Yeah.
this is not my own experience,
Yeah.
some people I've met, have gone through lack of parental love growing up,
Yeah, sure.
and it ends up affecting them.
Like showing love, or maybe
Yeah, those
receiving
parents
love.
who never showed them love.
Mm-hmm.
Well, African parents,
They show
them
love
showing love
differently.
is different.
It's different, yeah.
Them showing love is them providing,
Providing, yeah.
or them
Like
paying your school fees.
school fees. For them,
That's
that
it.
is love. For
Yeah.
them, that is
They
love.
don't need to affirm you like I love you.
I love you, no.
Oh, Shayamdua.
Hey, me, babangu, I've tried. I've even tried. I remember there was a time I used to try and get my dad to
tell you.
to
tell
I
you
love
back.
Tell me back that I love you.
Did he say?
Yes, never say that. At least I won with my mom.
Oh yeah.
My mom right now she says I love you.
Yeah,
but
even my mom now says I love
I made it a culture. I made it a culture at my place, that at our home, like I would go home and I would tell mom, hi, I love you, mommy, when I'm leaving. I would tell my brother after a call, I love you. I would tell my sister, I love you. It wasn't something that was there in my family for sure. Like
And that's really good.
Yeah, I told myself, if I want to be to show love to people around me, I should be
the first one to give the
love.
love.
I should be the steer of this thing that love is, what love is, how should we show love. I remember buying gifts and randomly without even an occasion. It wasn't something in my home. We couldn't even celebrate birthdays. Like literally, I was the one. I think I'm the child that started birthdays in my home. Hey,
You were the
what?
child that.
For real, because my sister she
I
could
think
be
you're the
gifted
bold
gifts.
one, you're the one who
I'm
talks.
the bold one. I want a cake. Like
You're the one who brings people together.
Yeah. I remember. I think I was the one. Yeah, I remember that.
Ah, that's good.
I remember when I was in class 2, they baked 3 cakes, literally, and that
You
was
want
my
a
aunt.
cake.
My dad's sister had to bake 3 cakes and transport them from her place, bring it home. Then in the morning,
They
take
take
it to
school.
2 to school and 1 home. When I got home,
Did it become a routine all through?
yeah, it became a routine.
So you've had your birthdays all your 20-something years.
Like in my primary school, I had my birthdays.
Of course, until you went to high school.
Yeah,
because
at high school
they don't allow it.
They allow it, but like
Maybe you have to
wasn't
celebrate
something
on another day.
or maybe once you close school or something. Yeah.
I don't think birthdays were celebrated for me.
Yeah.
Which is it's okay.
I think I'm someone like, why are you doing this? We are celebrating the birthday.
But now I'm so heavy on my birthdays, and it's like since I was able to save up something for me.
For you, you're heavy on celebrating your birthdays.
Yeah, there's no birthday that has to pass without a cake.
Without a cake.
Because,
or maybe celebrating.
And for me, birthday is a cake. I don't need to do anything.
It's just a cake.
Let me just see it. And let me see it's written happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Faith.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Because I missed that growing up.
Sure, I missed that. I missed the balloons.
I don't know. I need to ask what was going on.
I don't know what was going on anyway. Before I even ever told my parents I need a birthday cake, I don't know what was going on in them. It's nothing to be celebrated. It's nothing.
It's a non-issue to them.
It's a non-issue. You're still breathing.
Madam.
You're still breathing. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Birthdays.
Birthday? Happy birthday. That's
Others,
Even my mom would forget. I remember my mom would forget my birthday and I would call her, Mom, it's my birthday.
Then I said,
my mom, she would smile the guilt laugh. She would give you a guilt laugh. Hey,
you've grown up.
No. And she would say that you've grown up. Happy birthday, mommy. I'm like,
that's the only thing I
needed. I just needed you to tell me that.
Yeah.
That's enough. Yeah. And it's not that I'm judging you for forgetting. It's okay, I understand. It's not your culture.
Yeah.
It wasn't my parents'
Of
culture.
Course.
Yeah.
We are not crossing that to our parenthood.
No.
We are gonna celebrate.
We celebrate every moment.
From the morning you wake up on your birthday to your bedtime.
Even the day before.
The
we'll
whole
surprise you, we'll do everything.
Yes. Just to feel special.
Just to feel special and to make the people we love special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Which is, I feel like also that's caught up with us now.
Yeah.
When someone is making you feel special, you're like, Mbona, why am I?
I think with the thing of love too, I think I've struggled also with it comes with trust too. Am I making the right decision with the kind of person I want to love? You know that I always struggle letting someone in. Oh my god. Letting someone in. I think it's because of my upbringing.
Yeah.
It's because of my upbringing. I've seen my parents had issues and I'm like, I'm in fear of, maybe I'll take the toxicity that I've seen in my parents to my relationship.
To your relationship.
Because I was like, am I going to be someone who pushes someone away from me when they want to be with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to be vulnerable to them. You see, like I feel I'm in that position that you know what, I'm going to hurt you. I don't want to waste your time. But in real sense, I want it. In real sense, I want it, but I'm in fear of like
In
my
cases.
upbringing, like what has happened. I
You're like
have
your past
episode of my past, like
trauma.
of my past trauma. Like I think I'm.
But you're doing better. I feel like you've healed
I've
through
healed
it.
through it. Yeah. So like it was a big issue in my life, and I think I remember there was a time I had to face my parents, and I told them, and tell the thing of having to see my parents and look at the kind of love that maybe I didn't get from my parents, because like, and trying to relate to what love is, seeing what other people, watching movies, reading books,
like
like
having to know what beautiful love is,
how beautiful love is,
and you're like,
and I'm like, yeah,
I never saw that.
Never saw that. Thanks to my boldness for like going out there, thanks to like being the curious kind of girl, to getting to learn people, live amongst different types of people, different environments, watching lots of podcasts, like watching people on YouTube tell their stories of trauma.
Yes.
And like
learning. And I normally tell people, don't just watch comedies and stuff. Yeah. It's like, also important to listen to some people's inspiring stories. Yeah. Because you feel like, okay,
I'm not by myself.
Yeah. And then
so it happens to other people.
It.
Yeah, and I can outgrow it. If they were able to get out of that rut, I can get out of it too. So yes. I think I recognized it and went to therapy. Then from therapy, what I have been reading again, I'm like, this is how you can communicate this way. Don't feel judged when you communicate your feelings. Don't feel judged when you express your emotions. Don't feel judged when you feel like you've been raised from a toxic family. Don't feel judged that nobody's gonna love you because you are raised in a toxic family. That is the family that you are raised in, not you.
Not you.
Yeah, not
like
you. You build.
You choose what works for you, and you're also in a position to pick the good to learn from,
and also like. And there's no perfect, you see.
Of course.
Yeah, there's no perfect, and it's also like that could be happening to your parents because they didn't have the exposure to something.
And also that is their story.
That is their story, not your story. So
that's not your story. That does not define
you. So I was like,
well, we acknowledge it can be
a trauma,
and it can affect you as an adult. But again, you need to remind yourself like, that this is not my story.
This is not my story. This is not me.
This is my parents.
This is my parents.
And they could have had their own differences that caused them that.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't want it for me.
Sure.
Like you acknowledge that you're meow. And I don't want it.
I don't want it in my life.
And you can always cultivate a safe space for yourself.
A safe space for yourself, and also like cultivate a happy you, a happy life, a happy marriage, a happy friendship. Because it's not only actually I think being raised in a toxic family doesn't affect only your love life. It also affects your friendship,
your social life.
Yes. And I saw myself like I'm a social butterfly, but I could get to points where I'm an avoidant. And I would get to situations where I'm an avoidant because maybe I have an issue with my parents.
And now you're
at
mad.
that moment.
There's so much anger
There's so much anger in me that I just don't want to listen to people. I feel like everyone is just making me go astray from what my parents are saying. Then coming back and I'm like, no, those are my friends. They've been my family. They built me.
They've helped you.
They've helped me get out of this rut, and I'm trying to go back to it. It's not what I want. It's not what I'm choosing. So I have to get myself back into who I am, and also like bring back what I've learned, and be like, Edwin, I think this is the culture, and this is how you should do life. This is what works for you. You've known what worked for you.
And
like
and I feel like anyone who is gonna be a parent,
you
should know that everything you do as
as a
parents,
parent or no, it's gonna affect
it's
your
gonna
children.
affect your children.
It's gonna
If
affect
you
your
guys
children.
decide to be dysfunctional,
Yeah.
and your children grow up
watching
watching
it, they
chances are they're also going to be
they'll still
dysfunctional.
carry that if they can't get help.
Yeah, if they don't
and
get
they should
help and
embrace
go for therapy
guys. Yeah.
and get help,
It's gonna affect you.
it's gonna affect them.
It's gonna affect them.
Yeah, because that's the only thing they know.
It's the only thing they know. It's the only thing that makes them be hard. It's the only thing that like it expresses who they are out there, how they communicate, how they respond to things.
And when you guys need to fight and do stuff, make sure your children are not there.
They're not there. Like have your issues away, but no, not in the presence of kids.
Yes.
It affects them.
They pick that and it eats them up.
It eats them up.
They
and
grow up with
they
it. They become
like,
toxic.
Also,
also,
yeah, sure. Oh, it's heavy. This one is heavy.
It is.
It's heavy to share this.
It's alright. This is a safe space.
It's
for
a safe
everyone.
space for everyone. Yeah, guys. So I'm encouraging someone out there. If you feel like you are in that kind of rut, you're not by yourself, but also kindly try and find help.
Don't carry that childhood trauma for long.
The childhood trauma for long.
Yeah.
Like the kind of don't judge who you are and what your future is gonna be based on your upbringing.
Yes.
Please, you are different.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's about it.
That's about it.
We've
done, right?
Let us know your struggles as a child.
Maybe do people struggle with finances? Do you struggle with finances?
No, they normally say that if you are poor at some age, it's your choice.
It's your choice. Thank you.
So I don't think
we are struggling because we are well aware of our finances, and right now we earn. Yeah, you have to work for what you want to earn.
Yes.
So guys, until then, guys,
thank you for
watching.
sitting and watching through it. Please continue liking, sharing,
subscribing.
Yeah. Road to 1,000 by the way.
Almost. Actually, we are about 400 to 1,000.
Yes. Please
share.
None of you are just subscribe.
Yeah.
We're giving you 1 minute.
I love that cliche.
I know, right?
Yeah.
None of you
just subscribe.
We're giving you a minute. Please be kind
enough. Go subscribe.
It doesn't take a minute.
Yeah.
Actually, it's seconds.
Yeah.
Other than that, we love you guys.
Follow us on our social media handles.
Yes.
On our personal handles at Eddie Jato
and at Chocolating Bet.
Until then, guys, bye.
Adios.